suffering. It's the question that shakes even the strongest believers. If God is good, if He loves us, why does He allow pain? Why does He let us struggle? The answer isn't simple, but it's powerful. God doesn't waste pain. Every trial, every hardship, every tear has a purpose. In James 1:2-4, we're told to consider it pure joy whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. God allows suffering not to break us, but to build us. Pain refines us like fire purifies gold. It strengthens our faith, teaching us to trust Him when the path is dark. Look at Job. He lost everything: his wealth, his health, even his family. But through his suffering, he encountered God in a deeper way than ever before. And in the end, God restored him. What Satan meant for destruction, God used for greater glory. Even Jesus, the Son of God, wasn't spared from suffering. He endured the cross, the ultimate pain, for the greatest purpose, our salvation. If God allowed His own Son to suffer for a higher plan, we can trust that our struggles aren't meaningless. He is working, even when we can't see it. So, when suffering comes, don't ask, "Why me?" Ask, "What is God teaching me?" Because on the other side of pain, there is purpose. On the other side of trials, there is transformation. And through it all, God is with you. Hold on. Keep the faith. Your story isn't over. God is still writing it. Maybe, right now, you're in the middle of the storm. The prayers feel unanswered. The weight on your shoulders feels unbearable. But listen, God has not abandoned you. He sees every tear, hears every cry, and feels every ounce of your pain. In Romans 8:28, God promises that in all things, God works for the good of those who love Him. That doesn't mean everything will be easy. It doesn't mean we won't face heartbreak, loss, or failure. But it does mean that God is using even the worst moments for something greater. Think about Joseph. He was betrayed by his own brothers, sold into slavery, thrown into prison for a crime he didn't commit. For years he suffered, not knowing why. But in the end, God elevated him to a position of power and used him to save an entire nation, including the very brothers who betrayed him. Joseph told them in Genesis 50:20, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good." What the enemy meant for destruction, God used for deliverance. And that's what He's doing in your life. Your pain is not the end. You might feel like you're at rock bottom, but remember this: God does His best work in the darkest moments. When all seems lost, that's when His power shines the brightest. The same God who parted the Red Sea, who brought dry bones to life, who conquered death itself, that same God is fighting for you. So don't quit. Don't give in to doubt. Your pain is producing something greater than you can see right now. Stay faithful. Keep trusting. Because when this season ends, when you step out of the fire, you'll realize that God was never absent. He was refining you, shaping you, and preparing you for something far greater. Your story isn't over. God is still writing it. And the best part? Victory is already written in His plan. Hold on, because breakthrough is coming. It's easy to trust God when life is smooth, but faith is proven in the fire. The enemy wants you to believe that your suffering is pointless, that God has forgotten you. But that's a lie. God is closer than ever in your struggle. Think about a silversmith refining silver. The metal is placed in the fire, not to destroy it, but to purify it. The silversmith watches closely, never taking his eyes off the silver. because if it stays in the fire too long, it could be ruined. Do you know when he knows it's ready? When he can see his reflection in it. That's what God is doing in you. He is refining you in the fire so that you reflect his image. Every hardship, every trial, every tear is shaping you to be stronger, wiser, and more faithful. In 2 Corinthians 4:17, Paul reminds us, "For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all." Your suffering is not in vain. It is preparing you for something greater than you can imagine. Don't stop walking. Your Red Sea is about to part. Remember when the Israelites stood before the Red Sea, trapped between Pharaoh's army and the water? Fear gripped them. Doubt filled their hearts. They thought it was over, but God wasn't done. He made a way where there was no way. Right now, you might feel like you're standing before your own Red Sea. You don't see a way forward. You don't know how you'll make it through. But listen, God specializes in the impossible. He's the God who makes rivers in the desert, the God who brings down walls with a shout, the God who turns graves into gardens, and he's the same God who is working in your life right now. So don't stop walking. Don't let the weight of suffering convince you to give up. Keep moving forward, even when you don't see the path. Because just when it looks like there's no way out, God will make a way.
Well, it's been a long time. It's been a long time, and it's been a few months. I'm doing a little bit of a different style of content today. Kind of took some inspiration from some other people that I was watching. I have not been locked in on the YouTube stuff for a little bit. 4 or 5 months back, I was doing some faith-inspired videos, and if I'm going to be completely vulnerable with you guys, I haven't been doing the best in that area. And, I've been going through a lot of trials, and I have not honestly felt like I've been up to making those videos. I really just haven't felt like I'm in a space where I feel like making those videos is really possible, because I don't feel like I can really inspire people. I can tell you right now, I can relate with a lot of people. I can be there to say, hey, this crap sucks, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that, hey, it gets better, because I have no idea if it gets better. That's what people tell me. And I haven't been the best at trusting God in the area, but I'm not sure what style of videos I'm gonna do. This video today is really just me trying to get back into YouTube, because the dream has never really completely gone away. I have lost a lot of passion for pretty much everything in the last 5 months, if I'm going to be completely honest. So trying to do pretty much anything has felt like an impossible task to me. And, I know that there's a lot of people out there that can probably relate to that. If you're going through something difficult, it makes, not even really going through something difficult, but having a bunch of things that lead to, you not being in the best headspace. And then that makes it hard to really accomplish anything. Even things that you've been super ambitious about in the past maybe doesn't hold the same value for you anymore, at least in the current headspace that you're in. And that's kind of how I've been, and it's been really hard for me to get onto YouTube and to try and make videos and to pursue this dream that I've had since I was a kid, because my life has gone in the crap hole for the last couple of years, and it has just been one thing after the other, one loss after the other for the last 2.5 years. And that kind of makes it hard for me to hop onto YouTube and try to pursue this passion when I'm trying to kind of figure out who I am and what I really want to do with my life. Anyways, enough ranting. I just wanted to get on here, make a little video. Really the only way to accomplish your goals is to just start, just to do it. I don't know if this video is going to go anywhere. I don't know how good this video is going to be. This good video could suck. You never know. But I'm trying to get back out there and force myself to pursue this dream, because I'm not doing anything else. I'm not doing anything else that's getting me closer to where I want to be in my life. And this is the one thing that has always been on my mind since I was a kid. And it's something that I'm going to pursue. Now, this is going to be my personal channel. I am going to have a second channel with one of my buddies named Avery. We started a fitness Instagram together. We haven't really posted that much yet, but honestly, a lot of that's my fault, because he's been really wanting to do it, and I've just been like, whatever, and I just keep putting it off. So I posted the first video today, just me doing some bicep curls, and I said that in the description, I said, hey, I'm going to be posting a video soon, and I'm also going to be making a channel with him, and that'll be our conjoined channel where we make videos together. But for now, this is going to be my personal channel, and I'm just going to post stuff that I want to post on here, and then we will have a separate channel for our videos, whatever they end up being. I haven't really figured that out. I got to talk to him about that and see what kind of content we want to make. Obviously, we want to do gym stuff, but we don't really know where we're going besides that. So anyways, if you made it this far, I appreciate you watching and listening. I know that, you know, I am super inconsistent when it comes to YouTube. I have gone through a bunch of different topics in the last however many years. I went from tech to cars to gym content to faith-inspired stuff, back to gym content now. I'm gonna try to wrap the faith thing into it a little bit, but honestly right now, I'm really not in a place to be doing that. I can tell you guys that I'm with you. If you're struggling spiritually and you really don't know what God's plan is for your life, I'm with you, I'm there, but I'm not really in a place where I can give you inspiration right now, unfortunately, and that's just me being vulnerable. So anyways, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, make sure to comment, and subscribe to the channel for more. I will keep you guys updated about the other channel with my buddy Avery whenever I do get that created. I will also leave all my social medias and his Instagram down in the description down below, so if you guys want to go follow that, go ahead and click the links down below. Anyways, that's going to do it for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one.